Hello everyone. This video is a review of all of the shield skills that are in the game. You will unlock these last few at level 110, but let's get started with this first skill right here. So basically what happens is when you equip a shield, you will but you will lose 50% of your attack speed. And basically for every one level that this skill is, you will gain another 5% of that back. Essentially meaning that at level 10, you will get all of your attack speed back. But keep in mind that this does not affect attack speed that you get from equipment, meaning that if you equip something that gave you plus 500 attack speed, that attack speed boost would not be reduced down to 250 because it only affects the attack speed that you get from your stats. Essentially meaning that if you had like a full agility brawler build, and basically you have like, let's say 100 attack, like maybe like 1,000 attack speed from your agility, and you equipped a shield and you didn't have the skill right here, your attack speed would be reduced all the way down to 500. So this skill isn't necessarily a bad skill, it just kind of depends on by what sort of build you have. Then on to this next skill right here, Force Shield. Basically, for every level that you spend on this skill, you will gain plus 50 HP and plus 3 physical defense. Meaning that at level 10, you will get 500 HP and 30 physical defense. And over here we have Magical Shield. Does the exact same thing, but instead it gives you magical defense instead of physical defense. But one thing to note is that these skills don't always work right for some reason, or rather that they work differently than they used to, and they don't always give you 30 defense at level 10. And over here we have Shield Bash. This skill costs 100 MP, it requires a shield, and it stuns your target. Stun is a status ailment that basically lasts 6 seconds, and you can only stun a target once every 30 seconds. This skill doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, but it is pretty decent for gathering aggro, plus it can stun your target like I said. Then over here we have Shield Cannon. This costs 200 MP, it also requires a shield, it also stuns your target, but it does deal a pretty decent amount of damage, at least considering that this is a shield skill. And at level 1, its range will be 12 meters, but at level 10 it will be 20 meters. So that's a pretty long range skill right there. Then over here we have Guard Strike. This is a passive skill that surprisingly does not require a shield, but basically it will attack your target 100% of the time when you guard, regardless of what level the skill is at. And the attack, unlike most attack skills, isn't just based off of your attack stat, but it's also based off of your guard power and your shield's refinement value. Essentially meaning that if you're using the skill, you should probably have a shield equipped, but you don't have to. And over here we have Protection. The skill costs 100 MP if you have a shield. If you don't have a shield, it will cost 300 MP. But it does not require a shield, as it says right here. Basically, for every one level that this skill is, you will gain plus 5 physical defense and minus 2.5. Wait. Not physical defense, but physical resistance. So plus 5% physical resistance or minus 2.5 magical resistance. Basically, at level 10, that will be plus 50 physical resistance and minus 25 magical resistance. And that is actually a pretty big amount of physical resistance. I would really recommend this for any build, especially for like people playing early on in the game. It's a pretty effective skill. And of course we have Aegis right here, its counterpart. This one does the exact same thing, except instead it increases your magical resistance by 50% and decreases your physical resistance by 25%. And you can also combine these two together to get plus 25 of each resistance, and without any like negative side effects. I would definitely recommend using these two at the same time, because most bosses that you fight will use both physical and magical. And over here we have Guardian. This is one of the most expensive skills in the game. Costs 600 MP. It requires a shield, and it reduces the damage that you take, it increases your guard rate, decreases the damage you deal, and increases the aggro you gather. And then of course the refinement value of your shield affects how much damage is reduced. But from what I've seen, the damage reduction doesn't really work for some reason. My shield is at a refinement value of 6, I'm pretty sure, and I haven't really noticed any sort of damage reduction. So maybe it's broken, or maybe you just have to have it at a certain refinement level, I don't know. But as far as things like guard rate go, I'm pretty sure it's probably plus 10%, just like most other skills that increase your guard rate. It doesn't really decrease your the damage you deal by a whole lot. As a matter of fact, I haven't even really noticed much of a difference at all. And then I don't know how much aggro it gives you. But I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty good skill and it's pretty good for combos. So yeah, I would recommend it, but you do need a shield to use it. Anyways, let's go test out these skills over here. But first, I'm going to show you this one right here, protection. As you can see, you get a greenish, yellowish bubble from it when you use it. And if you use Aegis with it, you will get a light blue bubble. But as you can see, in just a few seconds, if I use Aegis just alone, I will get just a purple bubble. But first, before I show you that, I'm going to kill these guys, because I don't want them getting in my way. Okay, there was Guard Strike in action, if you saw that. Not a whole lot of damage, but it's something. So let's see how much damage he's dealing to us. 13. 13. So you get the general idea. So if I use Aegis, he'll deal more damage to me. 15. 23, but that was a strong attack. But you see the point, right? And if I use protection, it should be less than that, because the boss goblin mostly deals physical damage. 10. 10. You get the point. So now I can use Guardian. Has a pretty nice skill animation in my opinion. As you can see, it just kind of spins out. Let's see how much damage it actually reduces. That's interesting. Let's see if he can get me with one of his weaker attacks. Oh wait, there we go, I got stunned. That's nice. Yeah, as you can see, the damage didn't really get reduced by a whole lot. But anyways, on to the shield, or I guess you could say the shield hitting skills, whatever you want to call them. Stuns them, didn't deal a whole lot of damage. It can even prorate a little bit. Oh wait, there was Guard Strike. See, now it's dealing a somewhat substantial amount of damage. Keep in mind that the most I've ever seen Guard Strike deal from anyone is like 10k, so it can do something, but as of right now it's not going to do a whole lot. Because I am a little bit under-equipped, like usual. There's Shield Cannon, because as you can see, it does more damage. So all of these skills in general, I would say, are pretty good skills. If you're using a one-handed sword, I would definitely recommend that you equip a shield with that. Maybe even if you have Knuckles equipped, but you probably would want to get Shield Mastery first. So yeah, I think that might be it for this video right now. If you're interested in seeing any more skill reviews or guides or whatever, you can go on ahead and check out the rest of my channel. I'll be uploading more of these in the future, and I have some older ones that you can check out.